Okay, here we are with DJ Stabler. He's with Castle and Cook Mortgage. He's also an investor here in town, and he's been buying properties since the 90s, and so I use him for all of my mortgages when I do investment properties. We're going to talk a little bit about investing because there's no better time right now than to invest in the Colorado Springs market. I don't know if you've heard, but we were labeled Colorado Springs in the top 10 cities in which to invest by Forbes magazine. They've done their research and it's based on economic data, jobs, and stuff like that. So I don't know all the criteria, but hey, if we're in the top 10 in Forbes, then that's good enough for me to keep investing. Because I surely wouldn't want to be investing in Nevada or Florida or California where they just keep crumbling. You know, we're pretty much stabilized. The one good thing that we have is that the banks popped. And even though everybody had a bubble all across the nation, all these different states, there was a housing bubble, you know, we didn't really have a housing bubble. We were growing at a modest, 4.5%, and all of a sudden these banks popped. So now that the banks popped, it creates an opportunity for us to invest. And DJ's here to help us determine that. So DJ, what if somebody does not have hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash and they want to turn around, they want to start investing? What can they do to invest right now?
Well, the best opportunity I've seen lately, I've had a few clients who have been in a home for a few years. Maybe their house is worth what they paid for it, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but they can't really break out of their house with the fees and taxes and everything else that they're going to incur.
So when they call me to sell their house for $200,000 and I can only sell it for $180,000,
right?
And they don't like that. They would rather maybe do something different.
Right. So what I've seen some people do is they will go out and try and take advantage of not only investing in real estate, but take advantage of the low prices and the low interest rates that we have right now. And they'll go out, they'll buy themselves a new house, maybe a bigger house, maybe in a better neighborhood, whatever it may be. They can move up, get a great deal on a house today. I know you're finding lots of people great deals, whether it's a repo or not. And then they'll turn their old house, instead of selling it at a loss, they'll turn their old house into a rental.
Right.
So you can get primary residence financing on this new house, which requires little money down depending on what program and your qualifications and things. And they just leave their old house in place, rent it out. Rents are great right now because the market is flooded with rentals and the vacancy rates are so low. So rents are really good. That helps them offset that payment that they already had on their other house, helps them take advantage of the low prices.
And what's beautiful about that is that rents have actually gone up higher. You can actually own a house now for less than rent.
A lot of times.
And rents, I know I've been raising all my rents. I hope none of my renters are looking at this, but rents are going up and up. And so if you're a renter and you're watching this, you need to buy because, if you have the credit and you don't have a lot of money, if you're just a renter, you can actually own for less than rent because rents keep going up. In fact, I tried to make an offer on an apartment complex last week. The entire complex was completely full. There wasn't a single unit that we couldn't see without a renter in there. So that's kind of the supply and demand factor, is everything's going up. So what you're saying is that if somebody wants to get into the real estate investment business and they don't have a lot of money, their house, let's say they have a 4.5% rate, they have a kind of a small mortgage payment, they could go out, buy a really good screaming deal out there for 50 cents on the dollar. That could be their primary home. They can turn around and rent that house that they have such a low rate and probably even make a cash flow.
Yep.
Because the rents are so high because they keep going up. And so now they have an investment property.
I've even had some people refinance their primary residence before they start moving this, in anticipation of doing something, just to lock in a really good rate. Maybe spread their payments out a little bit more again over 30 years, get the payment down a little bit. And then once they have that in place, then they can, start maybe looking at other things. That way they get that first place, the payment, where they want it. They don't have to worry about it, things like that. So.
Okay, thanks, DJ. Everyone out there, if you guys are looking to invest, I'm telling you, we are living history right now. Prices are low. We've seen it go up and down through the years and stuff like that. But you know, you're always thinking in the high times, boy, I should have bought in the low times. This is the time to buy. So if you have credit, if you have a little bit of cash, we can help you do that. So you need to call us. You can call us at 884-6000. You can call DJ on his cell if you need to get pre-qualified. It's 964-9085, and that's area code 719. You can also go to his website. It's at www.ahlnow.com, and you can actually get pre-qualified with him, and we can start from there. We can send you properties. You can go to our foreclosure list. We can help you. All right? Have a great day.